The breaking news now in Kansas City. These pictures just coming into us. This was at the conclusion of a rally that was being held to celebrate the Chiefs' Super Bowl victory today in Kansas City. Just as it was wrapping up, the police say that there were shots fired west of Kansas City's Union Station. It happened near a garage that's located in that area. And the police are now saying that several people were shot. Several people were struck by these gunshots, and two armed people, according to police, have been detained as the investigation just gets underway now. This just happened. We need, they say, to get people to the exits as quickly as possible, and they're looking at all kinds of footage that a lot of people have. Obviously, a lot of people carrying their phones with them because they were there in celebration of the Super Bowl, so they were taking video. The police are looking through that video right now and trying to figure out exactly what took place. But again, a number of people, or several people, have been shot in Kansas City. See some of the emergency response units as they arrived on the scene there in downtown Kansas City, Missouri. And this was apparently the Super Bowl parade or rally had all but finished, and we had seen some pictures earlier in the day of all the Chiefs star players out celebrating with their fans, and it was seemed like a beautiful day there, and obviously a wonderful celebration. But then at least two armed people are said to have been on the scene. As you see there, the police say they have now detained those people, and shots began to ring out in Kansas City. There's the Union Station, because there's Union Stations in so many different cities around the country. This one in Kansas City has a garage very close to it. And that apparently, near that garage, tough to see exactly what we're looking at in these pictures. They're moving from our affiliate station there, is providing a lot of this WDAF in Kansas City footage to us. This is probably one of the reporters getting set to go live on their coverage. But they say that near that garage, somebody opened fire. And at that point, obviously, it's a very, very crowded area. There's so many people, as you've seen in these celebrations and parades. Anytime there's a sporting event and a championship being celebrated, so many people in such a small space just crowded in. And a number of people, the way the police phrased it, several people were struck by the gunshots. So that's most of the information that we have right now. The Kansas City Police adding on Twitter that anybody nearby needs to leave this area as quickly and safely as possible in order to facilitate the treatment of these shooting victims. They don't have an exact number of shooting victims yet, but they say to please avoid that area. Again, near a parking garage, Union Station, Kansas City, Missouri. Former CIA, former FBI, Tracy Walder is our guest right now. This is national security analyst for us here at NewsNation. See, there's Tracy. See the shots shaking up again. We'll take it as it comes in from WDAF. But your initial reaction, beautiful day in Kansas City, and what a turn apparently it's taken. Several people have been shot.
Well, I think that this is what Kansas City, quite frankly, was worried about, Connell. I mean, they had actually sort of in a guised way said, Taylor Swift, please don't come, because the sheer volume of people here was just not something that they were able to contain, given having another superstar, quite frankly, at this parade. This is obviously deeply concerning. I would be interested to know in terms of loss of life and how many people have been injured at this point in time. It is very, very difficult to really do crowd control and ensure that weapons aren't brought into events like this unless they have magnetometers and armed guards at each checkpoint. And so I would really need to know how many entrance and exit points and what they had in terms of this here. But it sounds like it happened outside of where the parade was occurring and where security was, and in this parking garage, which is where people were probably going to their cars afterwards, really maximizing damage at that point in time.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.